I'm 34 and my husband Noah is 36. We live in a quiet suburb that looks like something out of a brochure, tree-lined streets, friendly hellos, the usual weekend potlucks. The neighborhood is nice, mostly friendly people, nice houses, everyone waves when they walk their dog. But if you don't have kids, you start to notice how the welcome mat only rolls out so far. Noah and I don't have children by choice. We're not anti-kid or anything. We just enjoy our lives the way they are. We travel when we want, sleep in on weekends, have our own routines. When we moved here 5 years ago, we thought it was the kind of place where that would be fine. And it was, until it wasn't. In the beginning, we were invited to a few neighborhood events, a fall chili cook-off, a 4th of July picnic. I even helped organize a Halloween trick or treat path one year, made goodie bags and everything. But over time, the invites started drying up. Not all at once, just a slow shift. First it was family brunches, then backyard campouts for the kids, then pool days that were just for the little ones and their parents. We didn't think much of it at first. People get busy. But then I realized something, unless I was hosting, we were never included. It got more obvious after a neighborhood potluck last spring. We showed up with a big tray of roasted vegetables and wine, and while families were seated around the patio, we were directed to a fold-out table in the garage. Not in a rude way, just a casual, offhanded, "Oh, you two can set up over there." The patio was full, but there was still room. They just didn't want us there. While we ate, Becca, one of the loudest moms on the block, walked by and joked, "Well, at least you don't have to deal with screaming kids tonight." She laughed, and so did the people around her. I didn't. I brushed it off, but it kept happening. I once invited a couple down the street over for brunch. They smiled and said weekends were sacred kid time. It felt like a polite brush off, but then I saw them later that same day at a neighborhood garden swap hosted by someone else, an event we weren't even told about. I'm not clueless. I started noticing a pattern. The same 3 women seemed to be behind every gathering we weren't invited to: Becca, Kylie, and Jenna. They run the Facebook group for the neighborhood, organize the block parties, set the dates for events. People call them the parent pack behind their backs. They don't just plan things, they control who gets to come. The weird thing is, Noah and I aren't antisocial. We've helped out more times than I can count. We found someone's lost cat during a rainstorm. Noah once fixed a leaky hose bib for a couple with a newborn. I hosted a pumpkin carving party in our driveway and gave out cider and snacks. No one ever says anything negative to our faces, but it's always there, this sense that if you're not knee-deep in car seats and playdates, you don't belong. Last week, it all came to a head. I was walking with Sandra, one of the few people I still talk to regularly in the neighborhood. She's in her 40s, has a son in high school, and tends to stay out of the drama. I casually mentioned how we hadn't been invited to the upcoming summer family fun day, and she hesitated. Then she told me that she'd overheard Becca saying that people without kids don't contribute to the family vibe. It was like a light flipped on. It wasn't about forgetting us. It was deliberate. That same night, a group text meant for someone else accidentally landed in my inbox. I wasn't supposed to see it. It was from a neighbor organizing carpools to the family fun day. The list of names scrolled by, dozens of families. My name wasn't there. Again, I showed it to Noah. He just shook his head. He's more realistic about people than I am. He told me to stop caring what they think, but that's easier said than done. I didn't say anything to anyone. I didn't post about it, didn't bring it up at the next HOA meeting. But something inside me shifted. If they only want kid-centric events, then fine. Let them have them. But I'm done pretending that we don't exist. There are other people here without kids. Couples, singles, even parents whose kids are grown. We're not invisible. And if the only way to be